Newport Beach is the coastal gem of the California Riviera. It's a destination where leisure and style come together, where local colors share local flavors. We're taking you on a culinary journey throughout the city, introducing you to innovative cuisine, diverse experiences, and a variety of exceptional restaurants. The Arches opened its doors in the late 1920s, just a few years after Pacific Coast Highway started its route from Huntington Beach to Newport Beach. Originally built as a restaurant and service station, the Arches went from basic roadside diner to a restaurant touted for its French food by the early 1970s. The Arches became a restaurant and market in 2008, and while its appearance and function have changed over time, its commitment to customer and community has not. We had the opportunity to sit down with a couple of the people who make A what it is today, a cozy, romantic restaurant with sophisticated dishes and a lively atmosphere. Thanks for sitting down with us today, Jordan. We appreciate it. A Restaurant is really one of the most welcoming restaurants around. Tell me, what do you think sets it apart?
I think we're unique in that because the property's been here 91 years and it's been a restaurant for almost 10 years now. The community has embraced us, and we have a welcoming atmosphere and incredible food and great service, and you really need all three of those things going at once. And we feel lucky every day that the people enjoy what we're doing.
Jordan, tell me, who are some of the people that make A what it is today?
The founding partner, my partner McGee, it was really his vision, and I give all the credit to him for his vision was really to give a tip of the hat to what was, and also then to make it contemporary for a new generation today. And like I said, we're very fortunate that people embraced it, and we have an incredible executive chef, John Blackbird, who you're going to be speaking to and meeting. The food is awesome, and the staff couldn't be better.
A Market is located right next door to A Restaurant, and they offer some dining in options, grab and go. Tell me a little bit more about the history of the market and what they offer today.
The market really does have some rich history. It was a filling station originally, and it was a place for people to stop on the way from Los Angeles to San Diego as kind of a halfway point. And we feel really fortunate to have our culinary director, Shelley Register, who's been with us since day one over there. In the morning, it's fresh baked goods and coffees, and then at lunchtime, it's salads and fresh baked sandwiches.
Jordan, tell me about some of the signature items that are standouts at A Market.
The fresh baked goods that I mentioned in the morning, the cinnamon roll is incredible, and then there are cookies as well. The sandwiches in the afternoon, there's one called the Standard, which is extremely popular. And then we have a deli case where every day we do 5 or 6 salads. It can be couscous, kale salad, chicken salad, all very popular.
I think I've had them all, and they're delicious.
They're great. Good, thank you.
Chef, tell me where it all began and what led you to A Restaurant.
It all began in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I worked there starting out at 15 and kind of moved to the east or the west coast. And, really fell in love out here and worked at a couple restaurants and finally made my way to A Restaurant and just, fell in love. One of my favorite things about A is, the people in Newport. They come here, 2 to 3 times a week. I've never worked at a restaurant where there's, such a loyal clientele base and just, so I feel like my job as the chef here is to keep them excited. That's probably my favorite thing about A is we change it all the time. The people seem to love it, and, it really is part of the community.
You have a pretty amazing cheese and charcuterie program. Tell me about that.
So we kind of go to great lengths to source what we consider some of the best cheeses and charcuterie around the country. We're not specific to California, and we're not specific to the U.S. So especially with the cheese selection, if there's a really great Gouda from Holland, we're going to get that in. Most of it, though, I really rely on my purveyors to show me the new kind of interesting things, kind of what people are doing, the really popular items. And there's a couple, especially charcuterie vendors, that I really have fallen in love with. Smoking Goose out of Indiana is absolutely amazing. Their stuff just really, well thought out, done, clean. So we have a lot of them rotating through the menu, and we just try to give a selection of every kind, of all different kinds, and so people have that choice to try.
Chef, tell me about some of the customers' favorite or go-to orders, and then tell me about what you're loving on the menu right now.
As far as the customers' favorite items, the spicy tuna, hands down, definitely our best seller. Crispy eggplant, cut up ahi tuna, sriracha aioli, a little bit of wasabi topiko on top. Hands down the biggest seller. Another one of their favorites is the chicken piccata on Tuesday nights. As far as the ones that are on our menu, right now the duck dish is probably one of my favorites. We do a sous vide duck breast, crisp up the skin to order. It's got a carrot puree on the plate. We use local beets, beet greens, a crispy confit leg, and then a little bit of orange zest to finish it off. And my other favorite on the menu is the pork schnitzel as well.
Let's talk about steak. That is what A Restaurant is known for.
We are known for our steak. I would say, we have a great variety, everything from Japanese A5 down to 45-day dry aged bone-in ribeye. But hands down, our most popular seller is the filet mignon. It 1855, super marbled, really good flavor. We sell a ton of them a night, just, really, really good steak. Definitely one of my favorites too.
A Restaurant's loyal following is well-deserved. Their seasonally inspired, contemporary New American menu, iconic roots, and customer commitment is what keeps people coming back week after week. Experience this Newport Beach institution for yourself and be ready for great ambiance and cuisine that's second to none.